Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. How are you today? I hope you are in the good condition today. My name is Bayu Bima Dipa. You can call me Mr. Bayu or Mr. Bima. I'm from State University of Surabaya. Pre-teacher, yes, pre-teacher. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. How are you today? I hope you are in the good condition today. My name is Bayu Bima Dipa. You can call me Mr. Bayu or Mr. Bima. I'm pre-teacher from State University of Surabaya. Today, we're going to learn about parallelism. But before we start our lesson, please take a note. Please prepare a note and prepare your book, your English book, this one, to help you understand my explanations. Okay? Thank you. Alright, students, before we start our material, I want to ask you first, what kind of food did you like? Do you like to eat meatball, satay, soto, rawon, or rendang? For me, I like to eat both meatball and satay. Also, not only meatball and satay, but also I like to eat rawon and rendang. For you, what kind of food did you like? If you want, you can write it down to in the comment section. All right? Okay, that's all the example of parallelism. So first one, what is parallelism? Parallelism in grammar, actually also known as parallel structure or parallel construction, is a balance within one or more sentences of similar phrases or clauses that have the same grammatical structure. So basically, parallelism is to balance between noun and noun, verb and verb, also adjective and adjective. You get the point? If you don't get the point, watch this video. Alright, students, before I start my explanations, let me tell you that I will explain you with the English language and also with Bahasa Indonesia to make you more understand my explanations. And also, please open your book, your English book, to help you more understand about my explanation. Alright, so we are going to learn more about parallelism, and then the purpose of parallelism, then the rule of parallelism. So let's start it. So what is parallelism? In grammar, parallelism, also known as parallel structure or parallel construction, it is a balance within one or more sentences of similar phrases or clauses that have the same grammatical. To make you understand, I'll give you the example. You can see at the table. The left one is about liking parallelism, and in the right is the correct one. The example is she likes cooking, jogging, and to read. And the correct one, she likes cooking, jogging, and reading. Do you know why I make an italic word to read? Yeah, because that is the mistake. Itu adalah kesalahan. Adalah kesalahan kenapa itu disebut lacking parallelism. Jadi yang benar adalah she likes cooking, jogging, and reading. Karena cooking di sini adalah verb ing atau gerund, cooking, jogging, reading. Jadi semuanya paralel, semuanya saling berkaitan, sama, satu jenis, cooking, jogging, and reading. Tapi di sini itu ditulis she likes cooking, jogging, and to read. Makanya di sini disebut salah karena tidak paralel. Oke, paham? Contoh yang kedua, he likes basketball and running. And then the parallel one, he likes to playing baseball and running. Kenapa kok di sini basketball menjadi sebuah kesalahan di sini? Karena dalam bahasa Inggris kita harus menuliskan kalau kita ingin bermain apa ya ditulis playing. Jadi di sini karena yang benar adalah di sini ada running, maka otomatis di sini juga harus ditulis playing baseball. Kan nggak mungkin ditulis baseballing, kan nggak mungkin kan. Makanya di sini ditulis he likes to playing baseball and running. Oke, jadi dasarnya adalah paralelisme itu seperti mensejajarkan kata benda, kata kerja, kata sifat dan lain-lain. Ada yang infinitif juga clauses yang sudah saya sebutkan tadi. Jadi untuk memparalelkan, kalau tidak paralel itu itu salah karena tidak paralel. Nah, di sini grammar yang baik adalah yang paralel. Cooking, jogging, and reading. He likes to playing baseball and running. Jadi sama. Oke, paham? Oke. Next. What is the purpose of parallelism? The purpose of parallelism is to balance nouns with nouns, prepositional phrases with prepositional phrases, participles and participles, infinitives with infinitives, clauses with clauses in the sentence or in the text. Jadi di sini tujuan dari parallelism itu sudah saya sebutkan juga tadi untuk menyeimbangkan antara kata kerja dan dengan kata kerja, prepositional phrases itu tadi, infinitif dengan infinitif dan lain-lain. Jadi sebagai penyeimbang di sini fungsi dari parallelism. Oke, paham? Lalu selanjutnya adalah rules of parallelism. Peraturan dari parallelism. The first one, parallelism is used with elements joined by coordinating conjunctions. The example is, my mother likes cooking and to read. My mother likes cooking and reading. Do you know which one is correct and which one is incorrect? Definitely you know, because I give the mark X to the incorrect one and mark V with the correct one. Why is the first example, my mother likes cooking and to read is wrong? Yeah, because it is not parallel. The first verb is cooking, but the second verb it is written to read. It is wrong, but that is why the correct one is the second one. My mother likes cooking and reading. Then the second rules, parallelism is used with elements in lists or in a series. The example is, this task can be done individually, in pairs, or can be done in groups of 4. The second example is, this task can be done individually, in pairs, or in groups of 4. You know, where is the incorrect one? Yes, in the clauses that uh, I that I give an underline, can be done. It is wrong because it is kinds of repetitions. Ini jadi di sini sudah disebutkan can be done, tapi di sini ditulis can be done lagi, makanya salah. Jadi langsung di sini ditulis this task can be done individually, in pairs, or in groups of 4. Jadi di sini paralel. Di sini kan peraturannya kan in list or in a series. Jadi kayak berurutan gitu loh. Di serinya, paralel seri. Can be done individually, in pairs, or in groups of 4. Oke, paham? Next. Rules. The third rules. Parallelism is used with elements being compared. The first example is, she is mad about watching TV more than to read book. And the second one, she is mad about watching TV more than reading a book. The first example is wrong because the underlined one, you can read it. Yes, She is mad about watching more. She is mad about watching TV more than to read book. Actually, in this example, the first verb is watching. Kata kerja pertama adalah watching TV. Jadi, kata kerja yang kedua harusnya juga berkaitan dengan ing atau gerund. Di sini kan to read, yang benar adalah reading. Jadi, she is mad about watching TV more than reading a book. Jadi di sini harus paralel, watching dengan dan reading. Ing dengan ing. Itu simpelnya. Oke, paham? The rules number 4. Parallelism is used with elements joined by linking verb or a form of be. The first example is to learn is understanding the word. And the second one, to learn is to understanding the word. Nah, di sini kalian bisa lihat di mana kesalahannya. Di sini kesalahannya adalah yang pertama kan ini kan memakai to be, to learn is understanding the word. Salah. Jadi yang benar adalah to learn is to understand the word. Memang kalau di bahasa Indonesia kan artinya sama. Belajar adalah untuk memahami dunia, tapi di bahasa Inggris kan ada tata bahasa, ada grammar yang harus paralel. Jadi di sini kalau depannya to learn, ini kan kata kerja to learn. Jadi di kata kerja kedua adalah to understand. Belajar adalah memahami. To learn is to understand the word. Alright? The last rules. Parallelism is used with elements joined by linking words. For example, the teacher not only wants his students to keep quiet, but also to do the task. The second one, the teacher wants his students not only to keep quiet, but also to do the task. So in the first example is incorrect because actually after the teacher is subject. Subject must followed by verb if it is a verbal sentence. If it is a verbal sentence, subject must followed by verb. So it is not only then baru, jadi bukan not only baru want, tapi di sini harus ditulis seperti yang kedua. The teacher wants his students not only to keep quiet but also to do the task. Nah, di sini juga ada catatan not only di sini harus diikuti dengan but also. Nah, nanti yang bagian ini akan kita pelajari lebih dalam yang tentang not only but also, dan juga kita juga akan belajar tentang both and. Alright, did you understand the video? In that video, explain about the purpose of the parallelism. Now, I will tell you about the general structure of parallelism. There are 4 general structure of parallelism. The first one is series of words. For example, this one. She wanted 3 things: money, power, and security. The second one, series of clauses. For example, the company doesn't care about who you are, how you get here, or why you have come. The third one, it is series of infinitives. This one. For example, there was no opportunity to do my task, to request an extensions, or to explain my situation. The last one, number 4, series of prepositional phrases. For example is, he found cleaning supplies in the closet under the sink, but not in the garage. Understand? Good, thank you. After the general structure of parallelism, the next one is language feature. The language feature of parallelism is using nouns, gerunds or ing verbals, like this one. Then using past participles. Then using infinitive phrases in the bracket to be. Then using complete clauses, subject and predicate. And then the last one, using correlative conjunction such as both and, not only but also, either or, and the last neither nor. Alright? So you need to open your book, your English book, to help you understand my explanations. But today, in this occasions, we will only focus on the both and also not only but also only that too. For the either or and neither nor, we will discuss it in the next meeting. Alright? Thank you. Alright students, now we're going to learn about parallelism both and. Parallelism both and, it is a form of correlative conjunctions. Correlative conjunction Indonesia, kalau di Indonesia bisa disebut sebagai kata sambung yang saling berkorelasi. Contohnya, the example, the game is both enjoyable and educational. Number 2, I would like to buy both a book and a box of pencil color. The example, jadi contoh di situ adalah both. Apabila ada both, harus diikuti dengan and, karena keduanya sangat berkorelasi. Di situ ada enjoyable dan enjoyable di situ adalah adjective, education juga adjective. Jadi dua-dua ini adalah adjective, makanya harus ada correlative conjunctions both and. Pokoknya di mana ada both, di situ ada and. Gampangnya seperti itu. Number 2, I would like to buy both a book and a box of pencil color. Sama, di situ ada like to buy, jadi kan membeli, both a book and a box of pencil color. Jadi di penempatan both di sini adalah sebelum noun, a book and a box. Sini. Jelas? Okay. Then the use of correlative conjunctions both and with parallelism. For the nouns, both the movie and the novel were good. I like both the movie and the novel. You can see that in the word that I pulled, the movie and the novel, it is a noun. Alright, you can see it. In the modifiers, the correlative conjunctions placed before the modifier. In the example, you can see the writers were both engaging and skillful in their novel. The plot on their books both swiftly and artfully. Both placed before the modifier. Understand? Alright. Number 3, infinitives and gerund. The example is the coach wanted the team both to win and to receive recognition for their work. Number 2, the game ended up with both extending and interesting hours. So, as you can see in infinitives and gerunds, do you know infinitives? Infinitives there is two followed by what? To, pokoknya kalau infinitif itu ada to win, to apa, to receive, itu infinitif. Kalau gerund itu yang belakangnya ada ing, extend plus ing, interesting plus ing, itu. Ya ini cuma tambahan aja kalau mungkin kalian belum tahu. Tuh. Jadi di sini infinitives plus gerunds, penggunaan correlative conjunctions di sini both and digunakan sebelum infinitives dan gerund, both to win and to receive recognition, both extending and interesting hours. Alright, understand? Number 4, verbs. Sinta both likes and recommends the movie. As you can see, both di sini ditempatkan sebelum likes and ditempatkan sebelum recommends. Jadi sudah sangat jelas ya. Langsung aja ke prepositional phrases. The original CD can be bought at the offline store and on the online store. Prepositional di sini maksudnya adalah seperti kayak at, on, in, dan lain-lain yang menunjukkan tempat. Paham? Jadi di sini kan dituliskan can be bought at offline store. Jadi di sini tertuliskan dilihat the original CD can be bought at the offline store and on the online store. Both sebelum at yang saya bold di sini, lalu and sebelum on. Oke, paham? Alright, for the task of parallelism both and, please open your book in page 64. Your book 64. You can see revise each sentence so that the elements are parallel to one another. They are number 1 until number 7. You only need to do the number 1 until number 5. Alright, it is easy task. I'll give you the 3 days. I'll give you 3 days to do this task. Please write it down with the handwriting. Please write it down with handwriting. Just like when you do summary, you have to take a picture of you being writing down your task. Alright? I'll give the link to submit it in the Google Classroom. Now move to the parallelism not only but also. It is same like parallelism both and. It is a form of correlative conjunctions. The example is he's not only funny but also he's intelligent. In example number 2, not only like rendang but also he likes soto. In example number 2, not only like rendang but also he likes soto. You can see there is not only and but also. It is same like the previous parallelism both and, not only but also. It is parallel, not only followed by funny but also followed by intelligent. Funny is, you know, yes, funny is adjective, kata sifat. Intelligent juga sama, kata sifat. The second one, not only like rendang but also he likes soto. Not only like, terus diikuti dengan rendang, kata benda, noun, but also he likes soto, sama-sama noun, jadi paralel. Kalau depannya, saya ulang lagi, kalau depannya noun atau kata benda, belakangan juga harus kata benda, karena harus paralel. Oke, mengerti? Then, they use correlative conjunction not only but also in parallelism. Number 1, the use of correlative conjunctions not only but also is ensure that not only and but also go immediately before the words of or expressions. For the example, she is not only intelligent but also beautiful. Remember, ensure that not only and but also go immediately. So it is written that not only is written after the expression. She is not. She is not. She is not. Then not only. Jadi habis she is langsung ditulis not only. Lalu ada intelligent ini terus but also. Atau bisa dibalik. pokoknya not only harus diikuti dengan ini intelligent, but also diikuti dengan beautiful, diikuti dengan intelligent dan juga beautiful. Then lalu yang kedua, then the second one, both clauses have to be parallel. For example, they need not only food but also shelter. She is not only rich but also generous. My uncle not only brought me to the city but also found a good job for me. You can see that the example has the parallel clauses. They need not only food but also shelter. You can see in your book. I took the example from the book, same book. It is for the first example, it is used food and shelter. Then rich and generous for the second example. All right, can you see it? Understand? Okay. Lastly, the rules of correlative conjunctions use not only but also to give more information. For the example, not only proteins but also vitamins are essential for small children. Please pay attention to the plural forms, proteins but also vitamins. Jadi di sini tolong diperhatikan bentuk jamak proteins, ada S-nya di sini. Nah, kalau di sini ada S, otomatis yang kedua di sini juga harus ada S. Lihat kan di sini proteins, vitamins. Nah, beda lah. Then it is different with the second one. Not only proteins, but also vitamin C is essential for small children. Jadi selain protein, maksudnya di sini protein yang banyak ya, tapi juga dibutuhkan vitamin C. Di sini kan vitamin C, makanya ditulis tunggal is. Vitamin C is essential for small children. Kalau sebelumnya kan not only proteins but also vitamins are. Karena dua-duanya di sini bentuk plural, maka harus ada are. Are essential for small children. Oke, paham? Yang terakhir adalah the last one, use not only but also in formal context. So you can use these correlative conjunctions in formal context. For the example, the car not only economical but also feels good to drive. Yang artinya mobil ini bukan hanya murah tapi juga nyaman untuk dikendarai. Pasti sudah tahu kan artinya kayak gini. Then the second one, the war caused not only destruction and death but also generations of hatred between two communities. The war caused not only. Nah, di sini kan konteksnya lebih formal. The war caused not only destructions and death but also generations of hatred between two communities. Jadi di sini tertulis perang mengakibatkan bukan hanya kerusakan dan kematian tapi juga kayak kesenjangan di antara dua komunitas, dua negara atau dua wilayah itu. Oke, paham di sini sampai sini paham? Alright. For the task of correlative conjunction not only but also parallelism, please open your book in page 72. Number 2, comment the following sentences using not only but also. There is a letter A, B, C, D until J, right? You only need to do the letter A, B, C, D, E. So same like the previous, it means 5 number. The time is same. I give you 3 days. I'll give you the link in the Google Classroom to submit your work. The step is same too. You have to do it in handwriting, not typewriting. You have to take your picture of you doing your task. All right. Thank. All right. Understand? Thank you so much for your attentions. If you don't understand with my explanations, please write it down your questions in the comment section below. If I online, I will. Alright, students. Do you get my explanation? And do you understand my explanation? If you are, it's good. If you don't understand my explanations, please write down your questions in the comment section. I'll repeat you immediately. So that's all my explanations. For the next material is we discuss about the either or and neither nor. So eh, don't forget to take a note and to make a summary for this material today. I will send a link in the Google Classroom, and you have to submit your summary in this link. Okay? Thank you for your attention. See you. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.